Alright, welcome back. We're gonna take apart the mob farm now. Last episode, we just got started with thermal expansion, and we're already almost done. So we're gonna hop back over to mystical agriculture, and hopefully finish up the rest of these so we can get our farm going. But right now, we have to empty out our mob farm here in order to actually get ourselves started, which will, of course, require us to actually do some minor rescaling on the building, which is completely fine that we can do that. So we're gonna actually have to. I don't know why I placed it like that. I really need. Come on, dude. Now you're just trolling me. There we go. And in order for us to do this, we need to just go ahead and tilde the top here. Oh, we have a whole other set of blocks. Cool. So if we actually just do this, and then we just do this, and then gotta take out the spider somehow, like so. Nice. And if we just vein mine that, oh my god, it's actually scary.
Nice to meet you.
It actually doesn't
I'm
even.
Ginger.
We actually just broke our pickaxe. Cool. So about to say, it doesn't really matter if we lose those blocks, because we can always just get more. But we just broke our pickaxe in the middle of us mining it down. So, we're going to rebuild it to the traditional looking mob farm, where everything looks beautiful and amazing, and doesn't look like I want to jump off the edge of the map here, because I didn't organize things correctly. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of stuff in here, and it's just going to keep going because we haven't automated. Nice, lovely. Okay, let's get ourselves another pickaxe here, because we kind of broke our last one, and we need to finish taking on the rest of the mob farm here, and I don't want to lose the mob fan and stuff inside of it. I mean, it is a nice amount of stuff, but alright, we got it. Cool. So the next scary part here is taking on the big stuff so that we can like I said, the next scary part is taking on the big stuff so that we can actually build it. And it looks like I was not standing in the right spot for that at all. So, let's try and do this a little bit more carefully this time. There we go. Just like that. Alright, cool. Now that we have officially nearly lost every single item in the game again, because our beautiful self decided to die for the 18th time on this map, we can actually go ahead and get the beautiful new recreational mob farm done that will hopefully spawn more than just one every 3 minutes. So right now, we're just going to go ahead and get our new mob farm built, and I'm just going to kind of keep those out of the way because I don't want them in the way, really. And let's see here. So we're going to get stone bricks, like I was thinking. Or I should just type in bricks because it's probably easier to do it that way. Let's grab ourselves a whole bunch of stone bricks here. And I think I remember how to do this right. I think it's 7 high, right? To actually build this platform correctly. But I really, of course, should have grabbed myself at least 2 stacks of normal cobblestone to actually build this right. And, of course, I didn't. So we're going to grab 3 stacks just to be safe. Cobble. Get ourselves 3 stacks of cobblestone. Booyah. Alright, let's build this mob farm. We'll get the fans in place when they need to be in place. But right now, we just need to make sure that the farm is actually built correctly. And, like always, I don't have, what are they called? Torches. Because why wouldn't we have torches, right? Or why would we have torches? Why would we ever be prepared with torches? But I do notice that our thing here is not straight either. We need to scoot it over. I thought I heard a blaze, but it must have just been the nether portal. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this and get our wall back. Nice, and then we shall just do that and get that back. All right, cool. And this way we can be centered. Look at that. Yay. Okay, so this is where they're gonna fall, and we'll figure out storage later. We don't have to figure out storage right now, but we'll figure out storage later because while this is automated, we're gonna definitely have to figure this out for when it's automated. So we should actually do that right now so that we don't have to worry about that later. We're going to go 1 up like that and put our 4 like so. That way, I believe it's still 2 over here and 2 over there. All right, cool. This way, we can at least put hoppers underneath and connect them to different chests. So we can have 2 over here and 2 over there. All right. So we will now build the actual thing here so that we can get some blocks flowing. So I believe these are the edges. So we're going to count this as the wall. And we're going to go up 7 from this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 1. And we'll just connect it over like so. And do the same this way as well. And I believe it should be a 2x2 in the center here. So that we, oh my goodness, if I could actually place the blocks, it would work a lot better than what I'm doing right now. Okay, and then this way, we need to go out, I think it's 7 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And I believe this is going to be like the walkway they're going to be on. So that we can actually have everything working correctly. So 1, 2. So this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this will be the wall, if I'm correct. So we'll put our 2 fans here. And it'll be 7 with the wall, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7 is going to be the wall, like that. And I believe this is done right. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I've actually built a mob farm. A lot of the stuff I build is usually just already done. Just go take out some mobs and then just fabricate the results. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 is the wall like so. And then let's make sure we do not fall off. Which means, based off of this, this is going to be our drop-off point. So it's going to be too high like that, because we don't want anyone being able to walk off. So too high is going to be the drop-off point for everything, which means that we should be able to just do it straight like this with our walls here. And the mobs should not have a problem with being able to just walk straight off the edge into our troughs. And that way we can farm them a lot quicker, or we can turn off the chamber and just farm them ourselves without having to worry about any of the extra nonsense that comes with it. So we'll have this platform like so that we can actually have some mobs spawning in here. The nice abominable spawnable mobs. We just do this like so, and this will give us like, it'll give them more of an area to spawn on. And I'm probably having a whole bunch of mobs spawn underneath me right now, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't really see down there. Maybe our torches are keeping us safe. So if we just go ahead and get all of this like so, like that. Boom, boom, boom. And this is our wall, I believe, like this. Like so. And that's not far enough back. This is not far enough back. Push it back one more. We nearly messed it up, and we just started. Already messing stuff up. So if we do this, like so, there we go. Booyah. Just like that. Alright, look at that. We have our first little platform built. That's beautiful. And this is going to be scalable, so we can actually just go 1, 2, and then we have a nice little area for them to spawn. And this way we can kind of keep it clear of Enderman. At least this early with it, so that we don't have to worry about having a whole bunch of entities in here that we can't really keep tabs on. So we'll just have it like this for the normal mobs, of course. And maybe we'll make it spider proof, maybe, because we can just grow some sheep if we really needed some sheep. And then we don't have to worry about having spiders, but we actually have infinite wool, so we don't even need spiders either. Because we have the string from the first spider that died inside this machine. Okay, there is our first one. Our first, like, wall being built. I'm actually really, really proud of how this looks. And I believe we forgot this side as well. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the 7 is the wall like that. And, of course, we are over our crops with our mob farm. But, of course, we can move it later if need be. But right now, this is kind of just how it's gonna look like, because right now we just kind of need the mob farm to work because we need the skeletons. And this is probably the easiest way to do it without turning off all the lights on my base and probably dying. Alright, so let's put the cobblestone here so that we know where the drop is. And then let's fill everything else in, because that's the most important part that we need here, is to fill everything else in so that there's stuff that they can spawn on, and then they'll get pushed down into the center here. But it should be coming light here enough that nothing's actually going to spawn. But everything up here will be spawnable territory and will be a lot darker for easier spawnage. Maximum spawnage. And we need to go one more actually, because this is going to be where the wall is. And if I'm correct, I should be able to, there we go. Nice. Should be able to, come on. Okay, we'll just do it this way. Well, actually, because that looks weird. Now that I think about it, that actually looks really weird. Okay, so this is the wall. We don't need it like that on this end because we're already 2 blocks in the air, so we could actually just do it like this. Do it like so. And this way we can, am I off? I'm off a bit. I was starting to build like something completely different that wasn't even needed here. But we can just, oops. The placement of these blocks are very interesting, because I noticed that a lot of times they just kind of place wherever they want, even though I'm pointing exactly where I want them to place. Which is fine, but it makes it a little difficult to actually get everything going the way we need it to go. Now, of course, this episode's not as exciting in building a lot as the other. This one is just kind of getting us started with mystical agriculture. Excuse me. Or maybe even finishing it in the long run. Because if we can finish mystical agriculture, I'm sure it would be a lot easier for us to hopefully get some other stuff. But it actually looks like one episode we're going to have to go bridging through the nether here, which is completely fine to do because we need soul sand from the nether. So we're gonna have to go bridging till we find a what do you call it, a fortress, in order to get everything working correctly. So if we go up to like this for the actual platform here, we're gonna have to put some slabs because you know how these mobs are. We'll get spiders all over this place if we don't put slabs in here. And then we can lose our spawn rate because the spiders won't actually work the way we want them to. Now, of course, we could try a new concept with like some redstone clocks and stuff to where it will turn on and off fans around the edges to push everything in. But, of course, that would be something completely different and something that would be pretty interesting to try because I haven't actually done that before. But I'm also not sure how well that would actually work with the amount of space we have. I mean, we have a lot of space. We could build out into the open world if we really wanted to, but it would take a minute for us to actually build everything the way that we need it to work. So up 2, and we'll build this out like this. Build it out like so. And place these like that. All right, cool. We're making some good progress here. Nothing too crazy. I believe this stays like that, and then we have the 2 trough. All right, yeah, we are correct. And we just kind of go ahead and build up like this. Boom. All right, cool. So these are actually, it's actually turning out really, really well. Really good. Not really well. Really good with the way this is working. Now, I remember when I was younger, I actually built a mob farm that had a whole bunch of, what are they called? Redstone lamps on the bottom with pressure plates. So whenever a mob spawned in here, I would see it underneath because the redstone lamps would walk up or light up, and I would see them walking around up there, and when they would fall down. It was pretty cool. Nice little concept I built, but I probably won't ever build that again because of the amount of resources I used for it. It was back when I didn't play survival like this, or when I was actually just getting into designing farms and how they worked and all that. It was pretty cool when I was younger because it was like the first farm I actually built that I could like actually credit as my own and not say it was someone else's. It was the same style mob farm as this, but it was more of a diamond and not a square. Like it was an actual diamond shape, and not like just a square at an angle. So it was pretty cool with how I made it work. But with this, I'm sure we actually have enough to finish this whole thing, which would be pretty cool if we did. And then we'll actually, well, I need to get my fans in here so that we don't lose a lot of our progress. And turning them on is probably going to be the hardest part of this whole ordeal here. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be turning on the fan. Is there a builder's wand? I feel like I'm building too much with my hand. There's a building gadget, which we could actually build right now. I don't know how I'm going to fill it up, but we could build it right now. And then that way we don't have to place so many blocks so many times. Make it a lot easier on everybody. Oops. As I was saying about the blocks earlier, they just kind of place themselves wherever they want to be. It's kind of interesting. But it is completely okay because we are building away and getting everything done. I feel like this mob farm is going to have a lot of mobs in it, which would be fantastic if they did. Because a lot of mobs means a lot of items, and a lot of items means a lot of EMC. And a lot of EMC means we win the game. Because if we win the game, then we can move on to the next series. Of course, this series might take a little bit because there is a lot of stuff and I'm already at a stalemate, I think, which means I have to go actually dig around in another to get these infinite item things. So it's going to be interesting how far we're going to have to bridge. Hopefully we're not too far. I might have to look up the seed and see where there is a another fortress to make it a little easier so we're not bridging for 10.5 years trying to find one. Maybe there's like a nature's compass or a compass of some sort. Dread lamp. Compass. There is a normal compass. Quirk oddities to enable. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know what quirk oddities are. But I do need to be careful because it is going to be getting really dark in here soon. See how it's red over there already? That's because the light in the center is not open, but also because we do not have our fan spots, which we need. We need to have all of our fan spots. Front row tickets to the mob farm for them to fall straight into the center. And, of course, we're going to need a lot of, what are they called? Trapdoors as well on the edges so that they just kind of walk off. And that way we don't have to try and convince them to walk off. They'll just kind of do it themselves. Which makes life a lot easier for us. How did I get... Was I up on top of the roof? I think I was. Which is why it made it a lot easier for us. As you see, it's already getting freakishly dark inside of this room. Which is going to make it very dangerous for me. So I'm actually going to pause real quick. And hopefully not die. Alright. Alright, that's fine. We need to first get torches, and then we need to get the fans. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we need like as many as we can get. We're just gonna do that. That's probably the best idea we probably had right there, is to just do that. Oh my god, this thing is ginormous. It is humongous, dude. There's no way. Can I actually reach that? I cannot. So maybe we can actually make this thing look cooler by connecting it to the actual ground here and not just have a giant floating structure. Because, oh, there's already a creeper up there. Let's see, I was already afraid of this. There's already a creeper up there. I went to go get torches and stuff started spawning, which means we know it works. But it's not really the time I wanted it to work in, because now look, we already have a friend up there that we do not want. So hopefully this creeper doesn't kill us, because we need to get back up there. Well, that's fun. I love how we just built all of this and we have to rebuild it again because the creeper just couldn't help itself. Alright, cool. Easily built. Nice. Okay, so let's get the next part of this, which is not installing the fans, but getting some temp torches everywhere so that we can leave and come in how we need to without us getting blown up in the face by these creepers. Because creepers are not fun. They think it's fun. I do not. We're going to place them nice and easily here. Just so that it's not super difficult for us to finish building the farm. And this way, it makes it easier for everybody. Everybody being me. Actually, can scoot this guy back a little bit, like so. There we go. And that'll take all of that out. Parkour like that. We'll actually take those two out. And I believe we just place our fans down like... Okay, of course they're backwards. Can I wrench these? I cannot. Alright, so we need a maintenance walk out here. The fun part. We need to put a maintenance walk around the outside. Around the outside, around the outside. Wait, I thought... Okay. So it is right. If I shift... I apparently am not doing it right. If I shift it... Okay. I figured it out. If I shift it, I can do that. But I still need a maintenance walk because we need to turn everything on and off. No, we don't. This stuff just needs to stay on. So we are going to have to figure out a way to make sure that we can actually do everything without getting blown off the edge here, because us dying is probably not the best thing for us here. But we can and we will get all this set up. Of course we don't have a torch over here. Why would we ever have a torch over here? Come on, dude. Like, what are you thinking? Let's get those fans down. And of course we left our what are they called? Our levers over in the main area of the base, which is always fun, you know. These are probably the last things we turn on because they're so dangerous for us and we actually just might fall off into the abyss. Okay, back down we go. We need to get some levers so that we can actually get everything built right. We probably should connect all these so that yet again we don't have a floating thing here. Okay, cool, coolio. Let us. What are we doing? Levers. Grab a lot of those. I don't need this many, but I'm sure this will be fine. Which is good. As long as we have enough, everything should be glorious. So we gotta get back up there somehow. So we'll actually just... There's no way. Ow! Is that a skeleton? Come on, that was a skeleton, dude. We could have used the thingy. And gotten us a thingy. Wait, how am I supposed to use these soul jars? I never looked. You'll need a soldier to capture enough mob essence to crafting mob seeds. 4 full jars required to craft per seed. Four full jars are required per seed craft. Use only a full soul jar of mob essence. Okay. Real question is, where in the heck did this dude spawn? He's probably spawned out on one of these and just kind of walked his way in. Because it's easy rain and he can just kind of walk wherever he wants. We'll just do this. Mob distance fan. Show area. Mob distance. Hide area. What is this? Show area. Mob fan. Oh. I need one more. Is this on? Okay, that is on. Which is probably not the best that I turn that on. Because hopefully I'll be able to get back over there. Should be able to just not walk in that row, right? And I need another one. There we go. And this is off now. Okay, I guess it's not off now. Alright, so what is off then? If these are on, is this off? Okay, this is off. cool. Because I was like, yo, what the heck? How do I check these things? Alright, so I need 2 inside of the width. Like that. Oh. Cool. So it'll work like that. As long as there's no blocks in the way, it'll work like that. And we'll take all these torches out later. So I believe it's 2. And we can do one of those as well, just to be safe. Just to make sure it covers all of that. So 2 and 1 is what it's looking like. So it's going to be 1 width and two of the fan speedy boys, like that. Same over here, 2 of these, 1 width, and we'll just do that for all of them. And it's going to be 1 width, 2 of those, and then 2 of those, and one width. Thank you. And we'll do the same here. So 2 upgrades, 1 width, break this, 1 width, 2 upgrades, just like so. And I think that's all of them, right? So this one should have some. Yep. That one we just did. This should have some. All right, cool. And now the next part is, oh, jeez, didn't even notice it didn't have a platform. That's not at all how I asked you to do that. Cool. So, of course, we're going to have to do this and turn these on. Because in order to finish this, we need to wall everything off. And we're going to have to make sure that everything is functional the way that it needs to be functional. So these are on now. And we will close this up. Oops, like so. Do the same for these right here. These are on now. And we will close this up as well. And last but not least, these are now on. And of course, there's no levers here. These are now on.
I'm hungry.
And then we will go ahead and place all 4 of those right there. Okay, so we have a giant hole in the roof still. We need to get up there and put light up there because there's a lot of stuff that can spawn up here. So we're going to put, boom, light, boom. Thank God for F7. It makes life a lot easier. I'm glad they invented that for mod packs. Don't get confused, guys. It is only for mod packs. Don't go around clicking F7 in normal Minecraft because it won't really do anything. It is only for the mod pack. Yes, yes. The mod pack, you say. Very good. Okay, we just make sure that all of this is covered in light. Before I go down there, place one there, place one there, place one there. Just to make sure that nothing is spawning up here, and we will break right here. And place that there. Okay, cool. Let's get this place nice and dark. Alright, cool. So this is now dark. This is now off. We can actually hide the area here. Since we know how well it's going to work. Are we going to lose those items? I feel like we are. Oh well. We're going to miss some items. It's okay. They'll make it down eventually. At least I hope so anyways. These are on now. Turn that off. Turn this off. Turn this off. Like that. Up here. These are on now as well. And then turn this off. Turn that off. And break those two. And we should be able to... Ow, dude. That actually hurt a lot. We need to make sure that nobody is going to be escaping from this. Because I'm not sure how well this is going to work for us here. Because I've never tested this mob design before. This is going to be very interesting for me. I've never tested to see how well this is going to work. Nor do I know if it's going to function properly. But I would really love to not fall off into the void here. Because I'm trying to make this thing look aesthetically pleasing. Alright, let me add 2 more rows. We finished the mob design, which is beautiful, but I think next episode here, we're going to try and actually get some skeletons to fall down. So that way we can actually start filling up these soul jars. So we'll be right back, and we're going to do that here in a minute after we finish building the walls up.